All right, so I want to show you, I guess you know this already, but I want to show you how to upload the model, the model's PDB file, and also how to save um, your results, and from the more property analysis. So I'm going to show you an example. So you want to choose files. So in my case, my model is under documents. So this is the one that I'm to show you as an example. So I just chose the model from my documents. So I'm going to upload the model onto more property, and I should be getting like an image of the model as a thumbnail basically. If you don't see an image here, most likely it's not going to work. Okay. In any case, so I want to hit continue, and then click analyze geometry without all items contacts. This is the default option. Just click on that. Then you go all the way down the page and click on. And again, you want to keep the default options selected, and just click on Run Programs to perform analyses. So you click on that. Should not take very long. Okay, so it shows you whenever each analysis is performed. And then we'll discuss. We can for now we're just going to collect the data, and we'll discuss the data later on. So this last piece, well, okay, this last piece here, which is well, never mind. All right. So the results show up on the next page. I think the best thing to do is to simply select the table, with your mouse. Okay, like so. And then copy the whole thing. All right, and then go to Excel and just paste it. All right, like this. So of course the table looks a little strange. So what I would do is I would simply make this each cell a little wider like this. Okay, just make them a little wider. And what works for me in terms of formatting is to center each cell by pressing this here. Actually, maybe I should make each thing a little bit wider still. Okay, by simply increasing the size of each cell. All right, so I'm selecting the whole thing like this, and then there you go. All right, so you select the whole thing after you make each cell wider. Select the whole thing, and then you simply hit this button right here. Okay, then you get like a nicer looking table. And what I would do, I would sort of like, uh, you know, maybe label each table, maybe like model one or something like that, or model one with the organism's name and the protein's name. Okay. And I guess you could simply you could paste multiple tables on the same Excel sheet, or you can just open another sheet and do the same thing. All right. So if I go back to the result page, okay. Uh, so you want to look at your well. What I'm most interested in is looking at the Ramachandran plot, which is right here. They have it in PDF. Click on View. Okay. So this is your Ramachandran plot. What I would do at this point is that I would uh, write down this data here. Okay, so record this data about how many amino acids are in the allowed regions and how many are in the disallowed regions, etc. But I would just save the entire page as a separate PDF document. okay, for each model. Okay, I think later on what I want to do in terms of publication or poster, I would sort of like eventually just select the top left plot. This is because this is the overall Raman engine plot. It's right here. Okay. So going back to the result, there's another way to look at the plot as well. Let me see. Uh, I guess I'll have to go through that to back to the original tab. There it is. Okay. You can also look at the Raman engine plot in NGL, which is kind of cool looking. It looks like this. Okay, but I don't know. Yeah, if you wanna save this image as well, you can go ahead and do so. But I think I'd rather use the previous Raman engine plot. Okay, so again, so the mode property and the Ramachandran plot are ways to evaluate the quality of your model. There's another way that I want you to use to evaluate your model's quality, and is this tool right here. And I'm gonna send you the link. It's using the Swiss model structure assessment page. And again, this is a really quick analysis. All you really have to do is to upload your model. Okay, I'm gonna leave my previous project. So click on upload coordinate file. Okay, select the same file that I've used before, or in your case, your model of interest. Of course, you're going to be analyzing all 5 models that you've created. All right, so you upload your file, and it's right here. You simply click on Start Assessment. You don't have to enter your email address because, actually, maybe you should. You could enter your email address, but I think this is a pretty quick analysis. And again, this one also gives you a very nice looking Ramachandran plot over here. But it takes a little while. It takes a few seconds, really, for the analysis to be completed. It also gives you a more probability report or more probability score. But again, the goal is to just get this data for each model and then save it somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's another really nice looking at Ramachandran plot. I think you could save it as a picture, not mistaken, or as a PNG, right? Which I guess we could maybe save it later on as a JPEG or something. In any case, so you get a nice Ramachandran plot again from the Swiss model structure assessment tool. Right, so it gives you emo probability score. This doesn't mean much really in terms of you know interpretation. But anyway, it's a nice piece of data to have. It tells you the amino acids that are outliers. It tells you not how many, but the percent of amino acids that are in the favored region. We're hoping to be like at a 98%, 99%. This is a little bit low for me. In any case, what you want to do again is save this data. It's still running. It's doing a Q-mean score analysis. It should not take very long. Plus, you also get an image of your model on the right. You don't need to save this image because we're going to be looking at our model through Pymol anyway. So I think with the Q-mean score analysis, you're going to get a nice graphical representation of your model's quality, which is pretty useful. I guess I'm going to pause the video in case this takes too long. So I'm going to pause it for the duration of the Q-mean score analysis. Okay, so it didn't take very long. So this is your Q-mean score, 0.79. So the closer it is to 1, the better it is. 0.79 is it's okay. Hopefully for our model, we get a better score. So this graph right here tells you, which region of your model is really good, which one is not so good. So generally speaking, the blue means good, red means bad. Okay, I'm gonna close this. And over here with this score, with this graph, sorry, it tells you where does your model stack up in terms of quality. So we would like our model to be basically, somewhere here. The closer it is to the black, the better it is. If we get a red star, say down here somewhere, it would be a very bad model. So hopefully we're going to be somewhere, somewhere in the middle, where the black part of the graph is. Okay. So yeah, so that's about it. So yeah, so again, just record the this graph. You want to record this graph or save this graph. Save this graph as well, and then of course you want to save this Ramachandran plot. Okay? And you can record this other data here, like the more probability score and the favored Ramachandran regions, the outliers, etc. Okay, that's it.